Welcome to Speedy Walkthroughs, where we show just the important stuff to beating the game. For first time viewers, this will look different to a normal walkthrough. It'll show just the essentials, so you don't need to spend a long time watching this video. Today we're playing Banjo-Kazooie the Wind Waker. Now this is a mod of Banjo-Kazooie made to look like the Wind Waker, released by Kurko mods. So in this video we'll be getting 100% of everything in the game, so that's all notes, jiggies, honeycombs, mumbo tokens, as well as I'll show you where the two hidden Patreon secret eggs are. If you end up finding this video useful, consider subscribing to keep up to date, as it helps out the channel a whole bunch and I have a new walkthrough coming out every week. First thing you're going to do is head forward in the game. You're going to go and get these notes along here. So if you're not familiar with normal Banjo movesets, you've got your Talon Trot, so you hold Z and you press left on the C button, and that'll just make Banjo move a lot faster. You got your standard attacks like Peck, jumping and pressing B, and so on and so forth. You have all the moves unlocked from the start of the game, so just be aware of that. And you also got this little thing here where you can high jump and then ground pound to get the gold feather. Such as Z and A to high jump and then A and Z to ground pound. So the gold feathers are sort of buried under the ground, but if you jump high enough, you can basically grab them through the ground. There we can shock spring up to get the ginger, or we can just sort of jump across to get the ginger. And you want to head back through the water there. Alright, moving forward. So we've got this little room to go into here. Just peck the door. And a few little notes and bits and pieces to grab. There's a honeycomb under the little bench there, but we actually can't get that yet. All we can do is go up here, grab the notes, and talk to Nabnut. Nabnut will just waffle on for a while. It's supposed to give you clues for what to do in the game, but I'll be able to do that for you, so don't worry about that. Alright, into this little house here, a couple notes to grab, as well as a mumbo token. And then there's a mumbo token in the little garden bit there. There's one up the tree too. Now you only need 15 mumbo tokens, not 20, so if you are missing mumbo tokens at all, don't worry too much. As long as you haven't missed up to 5, you should be alright still. Grab the notes there, and then just out onto this chest for another token, and then across here. Gold feathers are under the ground here, so you can high jump and ground pound down to those. And then we'll make our way up the path here. You can jump on the roof here as well as grab the token in the tree. There's a couple eggs to grab around as well. And a little secret area. Jump in here. Try not to fall off. That is a slippery slope there, so you just got to be very conscious of that. There's a honeycomb to grab, and then up here you can sort of make your way back across. If you stand in the middle of that pad there and press A, you'll fly out of the area. Alright, gold feathers under there as well as a token. Up here there's a jiggy in the tree, so grab that. And then we'll go across here. You gotta shoot eggs at this web to get rid of it. So then now we're in here. There's a little switch there to hit. And some goodies in the log there, so be sure to grab those. Now if you hit that secret spot on the ground, it opens up that painting. So just hit the same spot that I did with a ground pound, you should be right. You can beak barge that and head in here. There's a token behind that bit, and a gold feather behind that bit. You can now just enter the jiggies to open up the next area that we need to be in. So there we go, now we can get into that section, fly out. Alright, so grab the honeycomb on top of here. We will be breaking that thing after, so it's pretty important to grab the honeycomb now. Then we want to hit that switch there. You can just gold feather through those Z and C right if you need to do that. The blue flower there is actually a fly pad, so you just want to fly up and grab that. And a little honeycomb there to grab. Got this shock spring pad. There should be a jiggy up here. And then you want to break that. You go up through here. We'll get the room we saw before. So there's just a little jiggy in here. There's also a mumbo token to grab in a chest there. And you can go out the top entrance to get a honeycomb in this section. Back out. Alright, there's a honeycomb up there. You can also hit that. Gold feathers behind it. Alright, just coming into here, You want to spawn the fly pad and get through here. If you're having trouble with that section, you want to destroy the whip crack enemies before spawning the fly pad. That will help. You can destroy the whip cracks with either eggs or gold feathers. So you can see here I've actually destroyed a couple of them as well. Alright, there. Now that's an extra life. If you've got the special like Patreon version, that will be a hidden egg item that you need. It's like a stop and swap egg sort of thing. Break that, and you just get into flying in, grab a Jiggy here. And a Mumbo token. And then we can head back out. Alright, into this section here. You want this Jiggy. And you want to spawn the honeycomb in. Grab the token behind there. And then just grab that honeycomb. Alright, we're sort of done in this area, so he's going to head out. As you fall down, that thing there is like a switch to ground pound. It opens up the roof. And then we just want to go down to the shock spring pads. Now we've got flying. Very important here. You want to break the whip crack here. So just egg that. And now you should be able to get back up anytime you want to. I'm going to big bomb across to this section. And then we're in the boombox fight. Now this is why we've been collecting so many gold feathers. Gold feathers makes this fight like really easy. So you just gold feather him and then you're done. Grab the Mumbo token there and then head back out. There's a honeycomb on top of that thing. You just want to go around, grab some notes. And down there, so there's a Mumbo token and a gold feather, so pretty important to head down. And then just head back out through here. Hit that top switch there, and then that should open the door. There's a Jiggy in that to grab. Next room across, we have like a little flying mini game. So with this one, you just want to, you can just fly normally through here, or you can try and beak bomb through them. But if you beak bomb through them, you're probably going to bonk on it. There's a Jiggy at the end there, so come out. I'm going to come in and show you where that next stop and swap egg is, like that Patreon only one here. So it's just in this room. That extra life would be one of those Patreon only eggs. So just be aware of that if you want it. Alright, flying up here, you want to grab all these notes. There's not really a good way for making sure you haven't missed them, apart from if you're following this walkthrough exactly, you should have 115 when you finish this room. Alright, coming up here, we're just going to go onto the roof and fall through. So there's a switch to hit there, Ginger to grab, and on top of the bed there's a Jiggy to grab. So grab all that and head your way out. And then there's a honeycomb there, so you just want to fly across and grab it. If you're having trouble flying across, you could get it with that fly pad that we looked at before. There's also a node door here for us to head into. Little Jiggy in the chest there. And a Mumbo token. Then going to head out. Now you want to become the transformation here. So there's a Mumbo token behind Mumbo, and if you want to like max percent this, you should have had 20 tokens at that point before you transformed. If not, it doesn't matter, you don't need any other tokens after this. Alright, so there's some notes under there. Grab those, and then in here, we just want to head through there and grab the last Jinjo for the Jiggy. Here, you can head towards this little area and it will de-transform you. That's good because we want to climb up here and fly as Banjo. Big bomb that thing, and then just head through. You want to hit the switches in that order. If you're having trouble, remember it's like the original game where it was 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. They're still laid out in the same pattern. Anyway, jump on the fly pad. And back into Mumbo, so he's going to do another transformation. Alright, up in that top room, there's a little honeycomb under there to grab, as well as a Jiggy in that painting. And then we can head down here. There's a Jiggy to grab behind there, and if you do have 20 Jiggies at this point, so that puzzle takes 18, if you do have 20 Jiggies at this point, then you should be able to open it, and you can't have any less than that, you do need all of them. So this is Link's house here. Link will be Snoozy, so yeah, we're not going to wake him up, but we are going to get a little hint of where to go next. So this sign basically tells us to go and peck that painting over there. So we're going to make our way back to the forest. So let's just out along this path. And then you climb up this section. Alright, as you're climbing up this section, just head into here. You can do this fancy little jump that I did there, or you can just go around, but you basically want to get back into this area and peck that. That'll get rid of the whole thing. You got the ship mini game. So this is essentially just a big auto scroller. Here you can get an egg refill if you want. Eggs are really good for this because you want to hit the shrapnel. And on that first island was a Jinjo, and then again on the second island there's going to be a Jinjo here too, so make sure you grab that. Yeah, ship mini game is pretty long, but just make sure you don't fall off. Alright, again hitting the shrapnel. If you're having trouble killing these, a good strategy is to actually just jump up on the head on the boat, and that will work. So climb up the top here, grab the Jinjo there. And there's one more Jinjo in there for a Jiggy. And then you can open the door. Alright, just heading back out, and then you just want to head into the door. And that's actually all the game pretty much. So yeah, you get the little credit scene, you get the Triforce, and then we're done. So I hope you found this video useful, and thanks so much for watching.